So today I've got a really good clip clips of Konstantin Kisin just completely annihilating an audience about Western society, the history of Western culture and society, the history of slavery, especially when it comes to the British Empire. And I think it's a really good watch and something that is, again, very, very applicable today. I think it's about 1 or 2 years old, this video. And I think there's some really good points in there.
You're complaining about the West being powerful. I understand your complaint because the West is powerful, but I'd quite like it to stay that way because I think our values are better. But
100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. I mean, can you imagine if some other cultures were as powerful as we were, with the ideologies that they have and the cultures that they have? I think it's really good that as Western society, is the most powerful in the world, or seen as the most powerful in the world. I think that's really beneficial, and I think we're actually very lucky that that's the case.
Agreement. Okay, very quick responses. So, aggregating the 2 points that you guys made. So, first of all, we should define what we are talking about when we talk about free speech. The first point about free speech is the ability to criticize the government and the society in which you live. So when I say, where is a better place to be able to criticize your government? Well, let's say the dominant religion, right, in that particular society. You can criticize Christianity in the West. You can criticize the British government. You can criticize the American government. And by and large, you're going to be fine. I take your point, and I made it myself about Julian Assange. As for slavery, well, if you want to go there, my friend, let's go there.
But not too far.
Well, I mean, this is a conversation that is mind-boggling to me in the West. Let's be very clear. The reason there is no slavery in the world today, I mean, there's a lot of slavery in the world today, but in the parts of the world where there's no slavery, is because the British Empire ended it. That's why there is no slavery.
Look at his face.
That is, well, look, the fact that you are uneducated about history doesn't mean it's funny. So let me educate you now. Let me educate you now. I know that the woke narrative and the anti-Western narrative on slavery, well, you're not practicing free speech very well, are you? You're not practicing free speech very well, are you?
We will keep, we have to keep
you're not practicing free speech very well, are you?
Thank you.
I thought you were all about free speech. How about you let me finish my point?
Let's finish the point, and then I'm going to...
Now.
And then I will bring it to our on-stage audience.
The anti-Western narrative on slavery is there was no slavery, and then the British or the Americans came along and they started slavery. Slaves were the first good that were ever traded between human beings. Ever. They were the first good ever traded. Native Americans had slaves, Ottomans had slaves, Africans had slaves. Everybody had slaves. The reason there is no slavery in the West is the British Empire, having practiced slavery for a long time, like everybody else, ended it. Not only that, the British Empire then spent a tremendous amount of blood and treasure to force the Middle Eastern slave traders, with the trans-Saharan slave trade being much worse than the transatlantic slave trade. In terms of the number of people who were killed,
just to solidify that, so the British Empire, we were the first to abolish the slave trade. We then used our navy to enforce no slavery and make sure people were adhering to those rules. So I find it insane that people laugh when he says that. We were the first country, the first nation to abolish the slave trade. And I think that's something that we should all be very, very proud of. Instead of being told that we're evil slave masters, we're descendants of slave masters and our ancestors had slaves and we're bad people. No, we abolished the slave trade. We were the first country to do it. We did it way before the Arab slave trade did. So,
in terms of how long it lasted, it was much worse, and we spent a tremendous amount of blood and treasure to stop it. That's the true history of slavery.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. It's just about a year ago, and again, I just feel like it's more relevant now than ever. Especially when people try and talk about like us having no culture and Western society not having any heritage or any culture. I think it's just a good thing to watch him just dismantle an entire audience and educate them about slavery and how the British Empire were the first to abolish it, and then we enforced no slavery. We were the first people to make it illegal. We then enforced those laws on the surrounding nations. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. I've got some more clips that I'm going to be releasing over the next few days, so just keep an eye out. Again, I'm really sorry about the audio issues in the last video. Hopefully this one is completely sorted and there's no audio problems this time. Also, let me know if there's any particular videos or clips that you want me to have a look at it and react to in the comments. As always, please subscribe. Helps me out massively. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.